Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. The past 2 weekends were nearly identical on the I-70 mountain corridor. Just over 145,000 cars passed through both sides of the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels Friday through Sunday, exactly 54 more cars than last weekend. Daily traffic was 48,367, busier than last year by 8%. That was the same weekend last year when Glenwood Canyon closed for a fourth time for mud and rock slides. The canyon did close briefly yesterday evening and reopened by nightfall, no damage reported. This Sunday was the rainiest day of summer so far in Summit County. The crystallized weather station in Dillon picked up 1.1 inches in 24 hours yesterday, more than half of all rainfall so far this month. July has been the rainiest month of summer, with just under 2 inches in Dillon. That is close to one-third of all rainfall so far this year. Firefighters in the Colorado River Basin responded to 23 spot fires last week, all caused by lightning. Most fires were limited to just 1 or 2 trees, and all were quickly contained. The Red Hill fire near Gypsum was one of the largest at 19 acres. Forecast calls for daily thunderstorms again this week. Joel Gratz of Open Snow.
There is that adage of, be off the summit by noon, but I usually say be below tree line by the time that there's any chance of a thunderstorm.
The Open Snow summer forecasting site, Open Summit, tries to make sense of these fast-moving thunderstorms for hikers.
And it's not always noon. Sometimes the heating and the moisture can lead to thunderstorms forming earlier than noon.
But forecasting for lightning is tricky. Thunderclouds can form in just 10 or 15 minutes.
Thunderstorms will move from west to east or southwest to northeast or northwest, usually, not always, but usually some form of west. If you are hiking up to a peak and you can't see to the west, remember that. There might be a thunderstorm forming just over the crest of the mountain.
Try tracking your summer hiking conditions online at opensummit.com. Breckenridge police are looking for a man who allegedly stole 2 expensive fly fishing rods from Breckenridge Outfitters. The suspect was caught on tape stealing the rods around 1:15 p.m. last Thursday. Call Breck PD with info. An old elementary school in Edwards is now home to a new dinosaur exhibit. Krystal 93's Tony Morrow has the story from the museum at Dinosaur Junction.
Museum founder Billy Doran has transformed his passion for fossil hunting in Eagle County into this fun, educational, and interactive museum. Exhibits cover a comprehensive 200 million year history of the region.
It's like having a time machine. It brings you back, and you are now connected to these things, these animals that you're finding. You're part of their story, really. And that kind of magic, I think, is something that gets lost nowadays, where everything seems to be so virtual and not tangible.
Find out more at dinosaurjunction.org.
You're standing underneath these heads that are 15 feet in the air. It makes you feel small. It puts you in perspective on everything that you do when you know that the whole land was ruled by these creatures at one time. Tony Morrow, Krystal 93 News.
Local fire danger remains moderate today with no fire restrictions in Summit County. In sports, the Rockies play the Brewers today at 6:10. And in local sports, brought to you by Red Mountain Autos at their new location on Airport Road. 143 runners started the High Lonesome 100 Ultramarathon over the weekend in Buena Vista, and just 2/3 finished, including first-timer Lindsay Joyce of Frisco.
It was incredible. It was a journey. These mountains are beautiful, and I'm so grateful for all of my friends and family for being here.
Finishing 5th for the women and 9th overall was Breck's Nikki La Rochelle in 26 hours, 51 minutes. Boulder's Ryan Smith won the race in just under 21 hours. Coming up August 13th is the Leadville 100 mountain bike. The Breck Epic Stage Race starts the next day. The Leadville 100 Trail Run is August 20th. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.